Dave Neilson here, coming back to you today to talk about rookie wide receivers. I'm going to hit on 4 that you should target in your fantasy drafts. First, I'm going to go with wide receiver Zay Jones for the Buffalo Bills. Sammy Watkins traded to the Los Angeles Rams. That now makes Zay Jones the big play receiver there for the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, Bills are a run-first offense, so you wonder how much they will pass the ball. However, when it comes to a big play, stretch the field type of receiver, definitely it's Zay Jones for the Buffalo Bills, and they will target him a lot this season. Then I'm going to go with wide receiver Mack Hollins for the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, Alshon Jeffrey on one side, and right now it looks like Torrey Smith on the other. However, Mack Hollins is pushing Torrey Smith. He's also pushing Nelson Aguilar, and I think this is a guy who's going to be heavily involved in that Philadelphia Eagles offense. Has had a good training camp, also a good preseason. So target this guy 10th round or later in most of your fantasy drafts. Then I'm going to go with wide receiver Curtis Samuel, who's missed all of training camp due to an injury. However, I think this guy is a talented player. Carolina Panthers believe he will be ready week 1. He wants to line up in the slot. Russell Shepard right now is the slot receiver for the Carolina Panthers. I think Samuel will go ahead and push this guy out, and Samuel will be the guy who gets a lot of targets there in Carolina and helps Cam Newton bring back up his numbers 2 years ago. So I like Samuel as well. And finally, wide receiver Corey Davis, another one who's battling a lot of injuries this preseason. However, Tennessee Titans drafted this kid in the first round. They want him to be their go-to guy, and I believe he will. He's got a lot of talent, and he should be healthy week 1. It might take him a couple weeks to ease back into it, get into football shape, but I do like Corey Davis to be the number 1 wide receiver there for the Tennessee Titans. Also, look at John Ross and Cooper Kupp. Kupp battling an injury. Ross, obviously, is behind in the depth chart with A.J. Green and Brandon LaFell, both 2 starters, and Tyler Boyd still in the mix as well. But those are 2 guys you could target really late in your fantasy drafts. Like I said, Zay Jones, Mack Hollins, Corey Davis, Curtis Samuel. You definitely want to target those guys. And in late round, sleeper picks, John Ross and Cooper Kupp. This has been Dave Neilson, your fantasy sports giant. I'll be back later today to talk more about sleeper wide receivers.